Hello class. So we'll be looking at the third section of the first homework. Um, and then we're going to be skipping number 1 and number 2, and then we're going to start from number 3 all the way to the last portion, number 16. Alright, so let's get started here. I'm sorry about the print, it's not that clear, but we'll try to just go as far as we can. So first one is 7D is less than 4R, so let's write that up. 7D is less than 4R. Now notice 4R has been repeated one more time. That is less than 8P. Now what does that mean? It means one thing that which we get to realize is that 7D must be ultimately less than 8P. This must be true. And this is like a chain rule idea, right? So then what is the answer that which we are looking for? Choice A. That's one thing that which we get to realize right away. Now let's move on to number 4 together. The chart above shows the location of all the toys stored at Joe's house. Okay, so we have these pieces of information. Make sure you guys read the top and the side of the chart. What is the total number of the toys in the Joe's house? Now, so we get to realize that in the basement, number of boxes is 4. And number of toys in each box is 10. So therefore, how do we find the total number of toys? All we have to do is multiply them. So in other words, we're gonna multiply 4 times 10, which gets us 40. Second one is 2 times 6, which is equal to 12. Third one is 5 times 7, which is 35. So once you add them up, becomes 7. Here we get 8. 87 becomes our answer. Choice D. Alright, let's look at number 5. If the average, now as soon as you see the word average, what we have to do is we have to think about the sum. Average of 8 number is greater than 10 and less than 12. So if I were to write it, average of 8 number is greater than 8 or greater than 10 but less than 12. Which of the following could be the sum of all 8 numbers? Sum, in order for us to get sum, what we have to do is this. All we have to do is we just have to multiply the average by the number of data, which is 8 here. So we're going to multiply each side by, all 3 sides by 8. Then 10 times 8 becomes 80. And 8 times 12 becomes 96. So we are looking for a number that's greater than 80, less than 96, which will be choice C. Alright, let's look at number 6 together. It says a certain necklace is made up of the beads of the following color. So we have red here, silver, and clear, indigo, and then so forth and so on. Now, the necklace contains 120 beads. That's important. According to the pie chart above, how many beads of the necklace are not blue? Not blue, that means whatever is blue, we have to take that away. That means not blue means we are looking at all the way up to here. Since this one is 20%, the rest becomes 80%. So ultimately what we're looking for is 80% of 120 bees. 80% is simply 0.8. All means to multiply 120. Now then this becomes 96. So our answer becomes 96, choice D. Let's look at number 7 for a second. The hour hand of a watch rotates 30 degrees every hour. How many? Complete, in case of number 7 here, hard to read. Sorry about that once again. How many complete rotations does the hour hand makes in 6 days? Now, of course, we realize the hour hand, as it is described, makes 1 complete revolution every 12 hours. Now, 6 days in 1 day is 24 hours, therefore it makes 2 revolutions. Now we have 6 days, then 6 times 2 becomes 12 revolutions. Choice B becomes our answer. Number 8. Which of the following is a triangle that has the degree measures of 30, 60, 90. Now, if you look into the measurements over here, 30, 60, 90, simply put, the ratio is here 1, opposite of 30 has to be equal to 1, while opposite of 60 is radical 3 and opposite of 90 is equal to 2. Now anything in that ratio becomes our answer. Radical 3, we see that over here, but instead of radical 3 we have 2 radical 3. Then instead of this one becomes 1, we are looking for 2, and here it has to be 4. So we are looking for two other sides, has to be 2 and 4, and we see that over here. That triangle, which is triangle LON. LON, or LNO, which is choice, right over here. E becomes our answer. Alright, let's look at number 9 together. Which of the following expressions can be negative? Now, when you think about the word can be negative, that means as long as we can find one such case that is negative, then it will be okay. Now, when you look into whenever things are squared, then it can only be positive or 0. Now, but one thing which you can tell is that right here, choice C, because it's kind of hard to see, but this is 4x to the third power. When you have odd number of exponents, it keeps the sign as they were. If you have to be negative, then it still become negative. If you have to be positive, it will still become positive. So it could be negative in case of choice C. Alright, let's look at number 10. Earth makes one complete rotation about the axis every 24 hours. Assuming that the rotation is constant rate, through how many degrees will the given rotate from 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. on January 2nd to 4 p.m. on January 3rd. Now, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. obviously it's 3 hours. But when you look into the time, date, it will be January 2nd to January 3rd. That means we are looking for more than a complete revolution. So only option that which we are looking at is these two. Now, because one complete revolution being 360 degrees, this 3 hours in fact becomes 3 hours out of 24 hours, which makes one complete revolution, which is also equal to 360 degrees. Now once you calculate this one, this becomes 1, this becomes 8, so 1/8 of 360, which is equal to 45 degrees. In other words, we are looking for one complete revolution, which is 360 plus 45 degrees, in order for us to get our final answer, which is 405, choice E. Number 11. Here, if S is the set of all numbers between -3 to positive, -3.5 to positive 3.5, alright, inclusive, meaning we are including those two values. T is a set of all prime numbers, and U is the set of all positive integers. Then the intersection of S, T, U can contain how many elements? Now, so let's look at one at a time. S is set of all these numbers, but T is prime numbers. Prime numbers, that means the smallest prime number will be 2, and then 3, but 4 cannot be it because it will be greater than 3.5. Now, where U is the set of all positive integers, which is true for 2 and 3. So therefore, we have 2 elements in that intersection, so our answer becomes choice C. Number 12, which of the following expression must be positive? Must be positive. Now, let's look at it. Then, whenever we look at the positive values, we are looking at squares. Now, we see the perfect squares in choice C and choice E. Now, but here we have subtraction, therefore this number will always be negative, so hence that doesn't guarantee that all the numbers will be positive. Between C and E, we realize that only possible answer is, only answer would have been, the best answer would be choice C instead of E, because it is possible. What if A and B are all equal to 0? Then this will be 0 plus 0 plus 0, which will be equal to 0. So it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a positive number. So our answer must be choice C. This will always make positive, because even if the a squared plus b squared becomes 0, because of the plus 1 will always be 1 or greater. Let's look at number 13 here together. Which of the following expression equals to, here that value is 3 to the 8. That's what we're looking for. Given that y is equal to 3 to the 5th. Now in this case, we don't have to look at what y is. I want to look at all these values. Wait a minute. Here to here, what we are looking for is 3 to the 3rd power has to be multiplied to y in order for us to get 3 to the 8th power. Now, one way for us to do that would have been, let's see. How about we can try to check up on each one of them. This is 3 to the 5th divided by 3, which will result in 3 to the 4th power. How about here? 3 to the 5th squared becomes 3 squared times y is the 3 to the 5th, so 3 to the 10th power, which will be 3 to the 12th power. Likewise, you can check up on all of them, but the best answer seems to be choice D, because y squared becomes 3 to the 10th power divided by 9 is 3 squared, which will result in 3 to the 8th power. So therefore, our answer will be choice D. Alright, let's look at number 14. Here we have, within a triangle, we have many line segments that's cutting the angles here. Now, here AD and BD, BER line segment, and then AD is perpendicular to CE. So we realize it's perpendicular. Now, this is 30 degrees and this is 90, which makes the entire thing 60, making 30, 60, 90 triangle. But upper portion is 30, so we get to realize that lower portion is also 30 degrees. Now, that's one thing that which we get to realize. Then the question is, an AD bisects the angle BAE. AD bisects the angle BAE. That means this is 30. This also makes the angle 30 degrees. Which of the following is not right triangle? So as you can see, that this is 30, this whole thing is 60, which makes this one has to be also 90 degree angle right over here. Let's look at it. ABF, triangle ABF. ABF, which is this small triangle here. You see the right angle over there, so therefore it must be a right triangle. ACD. ACD is also right triangle because this is right angle, which makes the other side right angle too. ADE. ADE. The bottom one, this is also right triangle because it does contain the right angle here. AFE. AFE. AFE is in fact, this portion is the bottom triangle, and then that doesn't guarantee it. I mean, in fact, it's not a right triangle because we realize that this is 30. This is 30, so this angle must be 120 to make the sum of the angles to be 180. So therefore, this is not a right triangle. So our answer must be choice D. D becomes our answer. Number 15. The initial number of elements in a certain set is P, where P is greater than 0. If the number of the elements in the set doubles every hour. So whatever it was doubles every hour. Now, doubles every hour, if you look into that it implies the exponential function. Now, if you like the concept of exponential function, please use them here. You can do that. Or let's continue. Which of the following represents the total number of elements in the set after exactly 24 hours? You see, every hour doubles every hour. So what we can do is this. Wait a minute. Originally it was what? P. After 1 hour, it's going to be 2 times P. After 2 hours, then double of that, which is 2 times 2P. Now, after 3 hours, then it's going to be double of that, which is 2 times P. Now, I'm hoping that you will recognize some sort of pattern here. You see, the number of 2's which we have to multiply is corresponding to the number of hours that we have passed. Since it's going to be passing 24 hours, after 24 hours, our answer should be 2 to the, how many times? 24th power times P. That's basically what we're looking for. Choice E becomes our answer. Number 16. The absolute value of certain integer is greater than 3 and less than 6. So if you look at absolute value of certain integer, has to be greater than 3 but less than 6. It can be a positive number or negative number. Which of the following could not be 2 less than the integer? So in fact, what if n is positive? Let's think about it. I'm going to use the number line to show you what's going on. It might be a bit easier for us to find. If n is positive, then n has to be greater than 3 but less than 6. So we're looking at 3 to 6. That becomes our answer for n. But what if n is negative? That means n has to be between negative 3 and negative 6. Negative 6 would be the other way around. So we are looking for numbers, n has to be between those. I'm going to put up the open circle because we're not including those values. Now, but the thing is, which of the following could not be 2 less than the integer? 2 less than the integer, that means less than implies the subtraction. So instead of 6, now we're going to have 4. Instead of 3, we're going to have 1. 2 less than those integers. We are looking at the values between 1 to 4. Here it becomes negative 5. Here it becomes negative 8. So we are looking for the numbers in between those two. Which of the following could not be? So let's look at it. Negative 7 belongs here. So that's okay. Negative 6 also belongs here. That's good. 2 belongs here between 1 to 4. 3 also belongs there between 1 to 4. How about 4 itself? No, 4 is not included because we are looking for less than, not less than or equal to. So our answer must be choice C. Alright, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and then have a great day. See you later. Bye.